Peace, y'all. It's your boy Johnny Fastlane here with allhiphop.com. So, Wack100 is accusing Gunna of snitching on YSL. Let's talk hip hop. Alright, Joe, this situation is crazy as hell because y'all know, man, Gunna just got released from jail yesterday, right? And you know that he was one of 28 people, to include Young Thug, that got locked up in May on a RICO charge. And basically they said the record label YSL is not a record label at all. Well, it is, but also a gang as well, right? The whole situation is crazy, man, because there was footage of Gunna walking out of jail, right? Then there was footage of Gunna talking about the whole YSL thing in court. Basically, they were like, do you admit that YSL is a gang? And he was like, yes, I do, right? It said, do you admit to seeing people commit crimes in furtherance of YSL? And he was like, yes, I did, right? It's crazy as hell because he released a statement and basically said that he wanted to end his whole ordeal with YSL, that he had to renounce YSL as a record label and as a gang, and basically that whenever they want him to testify, he must show up in court, right? The crazy thing is that they gave Gunna 5 years in prison, man, 4 years suspended and 1 year of time served. He got locked up in May, so that's not a full year, but whatever, they gave it to him time served, right? So the whole situation is crazy because in his confession, he does say he saw people commit crimes and that YSL is a gang, and he leaves the window open for him to come testify if they call him up, right? They may never call him up. He may never have to testify, but if they do call him up, he will have to, right? He could also plead the Fifth Amendment, so that means he has to show up at court, but he could just sit there and be like, I plead the Fifth, right? Anyway, Gunna released a statement, man. He said, while I have agreed to always being to be truthful, I want to make it perfectly clear that I have not made any statements. I have not been interviewed. I have not cooperated. I have not agreed to testify or be a witness for or against any party in the case, and I have absolutely no intention of being involved in the trial process in any way, right? That's the whole situation. So they're bringing people in because they're trying to avoid the trial because, they got a lot of evidence, and this thing is crazy, right? So y'all know Wack100 gotta put his 2 cents into things, and of course he's on Clubhouse saying that nobody's getting released on a RICO charge. Even if they do confess, they gotta get some type of jail time, and basically says, nah, Gunna is telling, right? He doesn't really have proof, but he's just saying that based off of his knowledge of what goes on in the court system, right? But there is paperwork out there, so you'll be the judge, and let me know what y'all think about this in the comments.